Hello. Welcome to a cozy bloomin' afternoon. I had a week of reading and I was at the point where I was about to finish 3 books, and so I figured we would do that afternoon together. We were gonna have a lovely cozy time just doing bloomin' readathon things. We are currently in the future from when you're about to see. I'm here as your tour guide today. I'm here to walk you through what this afternoon was. So we started the afternoon. It was a particularly exhausting day at work. It was a particularly tiring day. And so we needed an outfit change into something a little bit more cozy than what I was in. I had started reading these 3 books that you see. I then also had grand plans to read these 3 books as well. However, as I'm about to tell you, all I really wanted to do was read these. Hello. My goal tonight is to finish at least 3 books, which will not be hard. I have about 50 pages left of Kiss Her Once for Me, and given that this is my buddy read that I'm doing with Shani from Shani and Books, this will be first on the list to finish today. I'm also less than 2 hours from the end of Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I'm not stoked on it, but we'll get to my thoughts about that at a later date. I then would like to read a graphic novel because, once again, my brain is flat. Smooth brain. So I do have Garlic and the Vampire, but I also have the 2 Avatar graphic novels that I've picked up recently. I'm 90% sure there's others I should read before this one, but I'll start it and see if it gets too confusing, and if it does, then I'll put it down, but if it doesn't, we'll keep going. It'll be a good time. This one I definitely can read. It's the first one for the Legend of Korra series. But realistically, all I want to do is read all of the new witch books that I bought. Turns out they go out of stock really quickly when they become in stock, so I did a bit of a bulk order and I tried to get as many of them as I possibly could. So I might also get to those, we will see. But first up, Kiss Her Once for Me. Every good afternoon in this household, every good productive afternoon in this household needs a to-do list. Otherwise we fall into the doom scroll executive dysfunction spiral. In classic Meekela fashion, I did jump straight to the last thing on the list first, because there are no rules here. After approximately an hour of procrastinating, I finally got stuck into actually reading for the afternoon. With 1 book under my belt, after many hours of it already being the afternoon, the dogs naturally felt as though they were being harshly neglected and demanded my attention. Spending time outside is something that I have been really appreciating recently. It's something that I haven't really prioritized as much in the past, so I've been making a conscious effort to just spend time outside, listening to the birds, feeling the breeze, sometimes standing in the rain. This family of magpies has been around for a while, and you'll know from the last video that the mum and I are pretty friendly. I can feed her, she's fine with me. The babies, these noises they're making are the constant soundtrack to my life at the moment because they just don't stop. And of course I had to water my roses and my lime tree as well because they were also pretty neglected. But we do have new buds and that's exciting. We've only grown one rose successfully on this bush, so new buds is exciting. Hello, my chair has been taken, as you can see. We have officially finished Kiss Her Once for Me. It's done, we are done. I have eaten. However, we are running out of daylight. As you can see, it is officially basically nighttime now. So we're running out of time to achieve all the things I wanted to achieve today. And so, in the spirit of practicing what I preach, we are going to start with the easiest thing next, because that is how we build the motivation to continue what I'm doing tonight. And that is listening to the rest of Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton to just give me that good, satisfying, I finished a book feeling. I've got less than 2 hours left. I'm going to sit down and crochet while I do that, and it's just going to be a nice, relaxing time. What did you think of the book I just read? Thank you for your interesting take. It's a very candid review. And so, the night continues. Jared has recently gotten into golf, but he bought a new golf club set and he wants these crocheted golf club covers, which is the most confusing pattern that I have ever made in my entire life. I don't understand the stitch. So I called in an expert to help me. In the pattern, when it says wrong side, what does that mean? So I have my tube. I'm just crocheting now into the top of the tube. So what does it mean if I'm doing it on the wrong side of the tube? Right, okay, yeah. I will continue. Thank you, bye. It is 9:30, 9:45. Hello, Sylvie. Hello. Thank you. I reckon we have one graphic novel in us for the rest of the night. And so I will start my journey for the third and final book of this video, Garlic and the Vampire. I am nothing but excited for this, though I do feel slightly bad because I did have, like a real adult, only mashed potato for dinner tonight, so reading about my sentient vegetables is gonna be a ride. Still doesn't count. And so that brings us to the end of a lovely cozy bloomin' afternoon. But what that means now is that we have to update the bingo board naturally. I also have to update the bingo board from like a couple other books that I've read in the meantime, so we're gonna do that all together. It's gonna be a good time. To do that, I'm gonna take you to my desk so that we can finish that over there. So in having finished Garlic and the Vampire, that is our B space completed. And Kiss Her Once for me is the green carnation space because it is for LGBTQ+. So I'm pretty close to having like a bingo here. And Everything I Know About Love is for the tulip space, which is right here next to the green carnation space. Now, I also recently finished Shadow Wand by Laurie Forrest, and this was for the spider space because it had dark themes, absolutely. And I read From Lukov with Love as the succulent space because it is one that will make you hot, either spicy or angry or whatnot. Which is all very exciting. We're close to a couple of bingos here. We're doing well. We're doing well. So that's it. Thanks for coming along on this lovely cozy afternoon. I hope that your Bloomin' Readathon is going well as we enter the last week. Stay tuned for next week, which is the last of the Bloomin' videos for this year. This readathon has gone by so fast. November has flown by. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night or whatever time it is where you are in the world. And I will see you next week for the last Bloomin' video. Goodbye.